Have you ever stopped to realize that the most powerful words you will ever speak are the ones that follow the phrase, I am? Think about it. Every time you say, I am tired, I am broke, I am unlucky, you are not just describing your reality, you are declaring it, giving it power, stamping it onto your future. And every time you say, I am strong, I am worthy, I am capable, you are planting seeds in the soil of your mind that will grow into the life you truly desire. Neville Goddard called it the secret of creation, the force behind every transformation. And if you dare to use it consciously, even once, with full awareness, your reality will never be the same again. Your I am defines your identity, and your identity shapes your destiny. Most people live trapped in stories written years ago. They keep repeating them like old songs stuck on replay. They say, I am unlucky in love. I am bad with money. I am not confident enough. And without knowing it, they keep recreating the very experiences they no longer want. But identity is not fixed. The moment you declare something new about yourself, you start shifting who you are becoming. Imagine a man who has struggled with failure for years. For as long as he remembers, he has said, I am not good enough. But one day, with trembling lips, he dares to say, I am capable, I am worthy of success. At first, nothing outside changes, but inside, something begins to stir. The way he thinks, the way he carries himself, the choices he makes, everything starts to shift. Over time, that small shift in identity becomes the turning point of his destiny. Ask yourself now, what identity have you been unconsciously living under? And more importantly, what new identity are you willing to claim today? Your I am creates your emotional state, and your emotional state creates your experience. Words are not just sounds, they carry energy, they carry vibration. When you say, I am confident, even in a moment of fear, your body starts to respond. Your chest opens, your voice steadies, your eyes sharpen. You step into the very emotion you are declaring. And when your emotional state changes, everything you encounter bends to meet it. Think of a morning when you woke up and said to yourself, I am exhausted, I am overwhelmed. How did that day go? Most likely, heavy and difficult. But imagine waking up and saying instead, I am energized, I am ready, I am unstoppable. Doesn't the very thought of it lift something inside you right now? The world you experience is filtered through the state you live in. Change your declaration, and you change the state. Change your state, and you change your entire experience of reality. Your I am is not just a statement about you, it is a command to the universe. Every time you say, I am, you are not only shaping your inner world, you are sending out an instruction to life itself. Neville Goddard taught that imagination is the creative force of the universe. When you combine your words with belief, when you feel the truth of what you declare, reality reorganizes itself to reflect it. A person who says, I am worthy of love, and lives from that truth, begins to see people treat them with more respect and warmth. A person who says, I am successful, and dares to feel that success before it arrives, suddenly notices opportunities appear where none existed before. The universe is not responding to what you wish for. It is responding to who you are being. So the real question is not, what do I want? The real question is, who am I? Picture yourself tomorrow morning, before the world rushes in, before you touch your phone or step into the noise. You place your hand on your heart and declare, I am powerful. I am capable. I am the creator of my reality. Imagine walking into your day with those words echoing through your soul. How would you act differently? How would people respond to you differently? How would doors that once looked locked suddenly swing open? This is not pretending. This is not make-believe. This is becoming. You are not lying to yourself. You are awakening to your truest self. Every great leader, every innovator, every person who ever changed history began with a bold declaration about who they were. I am chosen. I am unstoppable. I am destined for greatness. They didn't wait for proof. They declared it first, and life delivered the evidence. And so will yours. And here lies the great secret. It only takes one moment. One conscious declaration, spoken with conviction and felt deeply, can shift the entire direction of your life. When you declare, I am, with the full force of your being, something irreversible happens. You step into a new identity. You step into a new future. And once you do, the old story loses all of its power over you. So ask yourself now, what will you declare? Will you continue to whisper, I am not enough? Or will you rise and proclaim, I am more than enough. I am strong. I am chosen. I am ready. Your next chapter begins with those words. Your future self is waiting on the other side of your declaration. Remember this truth as you walk away today. Your I am defines your identity. Your I am creates your state. Your I am commands the universe to align with you. If you live this, if you choose it, your reality will never again be the same. It is time to stop rehearsing weakness and start declaring strength. It is time to stop repeating the story of limitation and start speaking the story of possibility. Breathe deeply, lift your head, and claim it right now. I am powerful. I am capable. I am ready. From this moment forward, let these words become the foundation you stand on, because the truth is, you are not waiting to become. You already are. And the world is waiting for you to show up as who you truly are. Go and live your I am. Have you ever paused to notice how often you use the words I am? And more importantly, have you ever considered the power they carry? Every day, without even realizing it, you are declaring who you are, what you expect, and where your life is headed. Every time you say, I am tired, I am stressed, I am unlucky, you are not simply describing your moment, you are creating momentum for more of the same. But when you dare to say, I am strong, I am worthy, I am capable, you are planting seeds that will grow into a future beyond your imagination. Neville Goddard once said that these two words, I am, are the very name of God, the creative force itself. And when you speak them with awareness, you awaken a power that has been waiting for you all along. Most people use I am carelessly, like tossing paint on a canvas without thinking about the picture it's forming. They walk around saying, I am always late, I am always broke, I am never lucky. And then they wonder why life keeps handing them the same results. But life is not punishing them. Life is simply obeying their command. The words that follow, I am, are the brushstrokes painting the canvas of their destiny. And the moment you decide to hold that brush with intention, everything changes. Let me tell you a story. There was once a young woman who grew up hearing, you are shy, you are fragile, you are not like others. And she believed it. Every time she introduced herself, she felt small, invisible, overlooked. But one day, in desperation, she tried something different. She stood in front of a mirror, looked into her own trembling eyes, and said, I am confident. I am enough. I am worthy of being seen. At first, it felt fake. Her voice cracked, her heart resisted, but she kept repeating it until slowly, something inside began to shift. Her shoulders lifted. She spoke a little louder. She began volunteering in class, raising her hand, letting herself be noticed. Years later, she was standing on a stage, speaking to thousands, telling them the very secret that set her free the moment she changed her I am. Her world began to change with it. That is the first truth you must embrace. Your I am defines your identity, and your identity shapes your destiny. You cannot rise higher than the story you tell about yourself. If you say, I am unlucky, you will miss opportunities even when they stand right in front of you. If you say, I am not smart enough, you will shrink back from chances that could have changed your life. But if you dare to declare, I am intelligent, I am capable, I am resourceful, you begin to act in alignment with those words. And action, repeated with conviction, becomes destiny. Ask yourself this: what have you been calling yourself all these years? What I am have you been living under like a shadow? And more importantly, what new declaration are you ready to embrace today? Imagine the freedom of no longer dragging the old story behind you. Imagine waking up tomorrow and deciding, I am abundant, I am loved, I am free. That single shift in identity is the seed of an entirely new life. But identity is only the beginning, because your I am doesn't just define who you are, it shapes how you feel in every moment. Say it with me in your mind right now. I am exhausted. How does it feel in your body? Heavy, slow, drained. Now say, I am energized. Do you notice the difference? Your body straightens, your breath deepens, your spirit lifts. This is the second truth. Your I am creates your emotional state, and your emotional state creates your experience of reality. You felt this before, on days when you woke up and told yourself, I am overwhelmed. Everything seemed harder. Every task felt heavier. Even small setbacks felt like mountains. But on days when you told yourself, I am ready, the challenges didn't seem so intimidating. You moved through them with energy and resilience. The only difference was the state you chose to live in. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine two athletes standing at the starting line. Both have trained for months. Both are physically capable. But one whispers, I am nervous. I am not sure I can do this. While the other declares, I am strong. I am prepared. I am ready. Who do you think runs with more power, more confidence, more focus? The race isn't won by muscle alone. It's won by the identity and the emotional state declared before the first step is even taken. And here's what's beautiful. You don't have to wait for your feelings to change before you speak anew. I am. You speak it first, and the feelings begin to follow. When you declare, I am confident, even while your hands are shaking, your body starts to listen. Your nervous system starts to align. Your energy begins to match the declaration. Over time, what felt forced becomes natural, and what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. But there is a third truth, and perhaps the most powerful of all. Your I am is not just a statement about yourself, it is a command to the universe. Every time you say those words, you are not only shaping your inner state, you are sending out an instruction that life itself responds to. Neville Goddard taught that imagination is creation, that the world outside bends to the world inside. When you speak, I am, with conviction and feel it is real, you set into motion forces that rearrange your reality. Think of a man who has always struggled with money. For years, he has declared, I am broke. Life has obeyed, delivering more lack, more bills, more stress. But the day he changes his declaration to, I am abundant, I am a magnet for wealth, something begins to shift. At first, his bank account doesn't change overnight, but he begins to notice opportunities. He starts to see possibilities he overlooked before. He approaches challenges with creativity instead of fear. Soon, what was once impossible becomes his new normal, not because luck suddenly appeared, but because his declaration aligned him with the flow of abundance already waiting for him. Life does not respond to what you want. It responds to who you are being. And who you are being is revealed every time you say, I am. That is why the greatest question you can ever ask yourself is not, what do I want? But, who am I? Because when you declare, I am, the universe listens and says, as you wish. Now I want you to imagine something deeply. Picture yourself tomorrow morning, standing in front of a mirror. The old story tries to rise up. I am tired, I am stuck. I am not enough. But this time, you silence it. You place your hand on your heart, you look yourself in the eyes, and you say, I am powerful. I am capable. I am the creator of my reality. At first, your mind may resist whispering, But that's not true yet. And that is where the secret lies. It doesn't have to be true yet. You declare it, you feel it, and you live into it until the world catches up. That is how transformation happens, not by waiting for proof, but by daring to declare before the evidence arrives. This is how every great change begins. Think about the leaders, the visionaries, the innovators who altered the course of history. They all began with a declaration. They said, I am chosen. I am distant. I am unstoppable. They didn't wait for someone else to confirm it. They spoke it first. They embodied it. And the world responded. And so will yours. But here is the secret most people miss. You don't have to repeat these declarations for years before something shifts. It only takes one moment of full awareness, one moment of deep conviction. When you say, I am, with every fiber of your being, when you feel it as real, you step into a new reality instantly. And once you do, the old story loses its grip on you forever. So let me ask you, what will you declare today? Will you continue to say, I am not enough, I am not worthy, I am not ready? Or will you rise up and declare, I am more than enough, I am worthy, I am ready now? Because the moment you choose, your future shifts, your destiny opens, your new life begins. Now let's go even deeper. Consider how children use I am. They don't hold back. A child will stand proudly and say, I am a superhero, I am a dancer, I am the fastest in the world. They don't wait for evidence. They declare it, and in their imagination, it becomes true. Somewhere along the way, society teaches us to shrink, to doubt, to hesitate. But the power you had as a child, the boldness of your declarations, has never left you. It is waiting right now for you to use it again. What if you return to that childlike courage? What if you began declaring boldly, without hesitation? What if you looked at your life and said, I am love, I am joy, I am abundance, I am limitless? Do you realize what would happen? Your mind would expand, your heart would open. Your world would begin to transform. Because nothing in life is more powerful than a soul that knows who it is. And so I invite you now to choose your I am with intention. Let it become your compass. When fear whispers, you can't, answer back, I am capable. When doubt says, you are not enough, declare, I am more than enough. When the world tries to shrink you, stand tall and proclaim, I am powerful, I am chosen, I am ready. Let these words become your armor, your anthem, your truth. Because the reality is this, you are not waiting to become something. You already are. You are already powerful. You are already worthy. You are already enough. The only thing left is for you to declare it, to claim it, to live it. So leave here today with this in your heart. Your I am defines your identity. Your I am shapes your state. Your I am commands the universe to align with you. Live this truth, and your reality will never again be the same. From this moment on, stop rehearsing weakness and start declaring strength. Stop repeating the story of limitation and start speaking the story of possibility. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and declare it now, I am powerful. I am capable. I am ready. And let those words echo in your soul until they are no longer just words, but your lived reality. Because the truth is, the world is waiting. Not for someone else, not for another time, but for you, for the real you, for the you who dares to live your I am, go and live it fully.